Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video where I talk about anime. And today I really wanted to review kind of episode 1 of Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. And I've been kind of waiting for this to come out because I saw what happened with the blood drive and how everyone got really upset. So it kind of made me want to watch this anime as soon as it was mentioned. And I've got to admit, the first episode, I know they're up to I think episode 3 at the moment, so I'm slowly catching up. But episode 1 really made me laugh, and there are parts where I think it wasn't forced humor. It was great. So it's about two characters, Uzumi-chan and Shinichi, and they're both kind of like, the way that it's portrayed is that they are boyfriend and girlfriend when they're not. It looks like that to everyone who is kind of interacting with them and stuff like that, and that kind of made me laugh a few times when they're like, oh hey, this is your girlfriend, and he's like, no it's not, she's not my girlfriend. So that to me kind of I found funny, and it's just the way that I think in the anime she turns around and says stuff and like says like, oh, this is not like him. And at the very beginning, Uzaki-chan turns around to Shinchi and says, hey, I'm your junior for the year, can we, like, you know, we're gonna hang out and stuff like that. It kind of shows a lot of kind of like, go do stuff here, I'll follow you around. And it's just these little things where he's a bit cold at first. He's like, oh, I don't particularly want to hang out with you. And she doesn't take no for an answer. So like she barges into him, she catches up to him. And I thought that was funny because it's normally you see it in anime, but for this one it just felt a little bit different to me. Like I generally thought, hey, this is actually quite fun. It kind of stems from a few things. They go to the cinema, then they go for food, and then they go to a convenience store. It's not in the same order. But I kind of generally thought this was a lot of fun because Shinchi is basically saying that he watches films, and Uzaki-chan just literally like rips into him, says like, oh my god, I can't believe you go alone. And he kind of gives this speech and says like, hey, you know, I do this, you know, I enjoy it, you know, it's a hobby, that's what I do. And, you know, she's like, oh my god, okay, I can finally see it. But she kind of like takes the mick out of him quite a bit. But then when he pays for through his points card, she literally just like starts mocking him more and more, and I was just like, oh, okay. You know, so they finally see the film, which is like, I think a superhero film that they say, and it moves on, and it's just the way that this is the couple, like they are definitely a couple in this, and I'm hoping that it does progress. Now if someone's watched it in the manga, let me know, but it feels like they need to be a couple. And in the cinema, she starts squealing because like when Shinchi gets annoyed, he grabs her nose, and she just literally starts like going, no, no, no. And the people like going like, oh, I can't believe that the couple won't shut up, she's annoying. And I generally thought, do you know what, everyone has that sort of kind of thought that when they see a couple like argue or one's dead loud, you just think, oh my god, why won't they shut up type thing. In the next part, Uzaki-chan needs to get some headphones, and you kind of think, okay, this will be kind of quick, but they have this whole thing where they go towards a like they go to a convenience store, and Shinchi is like, oh crap, I need to buy something, I feel compelled to. And I think we've all felt like that when you go into a convenience store, you're like, I'm looking about, I need to buy something. But Uzaki-chan, she sat in a chair and she's like, hey, come sit down, and it's a massage chair. And the sensations for her get too much, and it makes her kind of, she gets aroused, and you know, Shinshi's like, no, we've got to go right now, we've got to go right now. And I found it funny, and especially like they try a VR machine as well. And she tries like this first person shooter, and it doesn't kind of work well because she hits Shinchi in the face, but she doesn't know what she's doing. And then when Shinchi tries his, he goes swimming and he sees a shark, but in the end grabs her breasts because he's like, he can't see, and she's kind of forced away in front of her to take a photo, and he's grabbing, he's like, oh my god, this is so surreal, this is so real. And you think, oh god, but it doesn't turn into a thing where she's like, oh my god, and slaps him. When the VR attendant turns around and says, oh hey, are you okay, like, you know, she's like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. So you can see that this is kind of building up, and I I generally thought like this is an anime which I thought I would find annoying. I kind of find it funny to the point where I'm enjoying it, and it's not annoyed me so far. So then they go to a batting range where they start playing baseball and stuff, and they start having a conversation. But Uzaki-chan, when it's her go, she hurts herself, and she does like this kind of swing and literally like kind of cracks her back in the wrong way, and she's like, oopsie. Shinji turns around and says, you've got to go to the doctors. And it doesn't kind of work out, and she's like, oh no, take me to food instead. Let's go grab some food. That's what I want the most. And I just found, I was like, is it an anime where it's all going to be about eating? Is that particularly going to be the main thing? So when they do get food, like they're sort of talking about a few things, and she keeps eating his food, his chicken, and she doesn't share. And she's like, oh my god, this food tastes so good that I can't. My chopsticks go to this all the time. And I was thinking, like, I can imagine this happening 100%. Like, your food's better, let you order your food and I'll kind of eat it. So Shinji gets kind of annoyed because he's not really had any food. The owner of the restaurant gives them like free food as well, and she just eats all of it. And I thought, oh, please don't be like this. Please, like, let her later on be the person where she's like, hey, I want to kind of like be there, you can have some of my food as well, let's go on a few other dates. But I think there's one scene where she hands over this piece of chicken after he's gone like, oh my god, you didn't share, and she's like, he's like, no, you can keep that. And I generally thought you should have just gone for it just to prove a lesson, be like, oh well, you know, I can eat this, and she'd gone like, blah blah blah, you ate the chicken and that's it. And then the kind of like the last part is that they go to school, and she kind of makes this innuendo where it's like, oh my god, you hurt my back last night, you didn't apologize, and everyone thinks it's like kind of a sexual thing, which I love that sort of humor where it's not intentionally to be like a sexual thing, but the humor is there, and I literally laughed, and I need to watch the next one. So I'm going to watch the next one. I'm going to review it. I think this is going to be a weekly thing, or maybe I'll catch up and I'll watch a few and then I'll review them in this sort of style. But for a very like kind of a first start, I've really enjoyed it, and it's nice to see anime like this, and when I'm like, oh, I could watch this all the time. I feel like this may not be like a favorite anime just yet, but it's an anime that I can binge watch and I could easily like highly recommend. So this is definitely an anime that I recommend to anyone, that if you really want to kind of jump in, it's a fun anime, and that's what I kind of want at the moment, where it's going to have humor, it's going to have some stuff in it, it's going to have some like maybe a lewd part at points, but it'll be done in a tasteful, funny way. That's what I'm kind of liking. So yeah, I kind of really wanted to review it. I kind of really wanted to talk more about it, and I'm kind of glad that I'm actually now watching the series. I've got a few more episodes to watch. I can't wait. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. What are your thoughts about Uzaki-chan wants to hang out? Have you seen this in the preview? What do you think? Are you gonna get it? Are you not? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you want to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as that cheeky notification bell to be notified when more videos drop. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.